brain very, very strong. And if you want to do that, another point I've added is just simply question yourself.
Question and learn more.
And learn more. There is no limit to learning.
Right.
Even till today, every day I need to learn something new before I go to sleep. I don't. I can't get sleep. What is it the new that I have learned?
And about asking questions, like we were, when we are small, we are always told to shut up. Don't ask questions. This is the basic rule. You're not supposed to ask questions. Just learn whatever you have given.
I think that's a very wrong
away
way.
From it.
That's a very wrong way to live. Anything that you ask a question. You ask me a question. I don't know. If I don't know, say I don't know. But the moment I told you I don't know,
that means I will
open
go. To learning.
You will ask someone else. That's one. I will go and find out. I was asked a question. आणि त्याच्या म्हाका आन्सर खबर ना. I will go and find it out.
Right.
And that will make me explore life little bit more. आणि असे करत what is exploration? You want to explore that something is buried under this
finding out
this under this earth, under this pot, something is buried, some ancient civilization buried. You want to find it out. What would you do? You keep on burying in layers. One by one, एक उलगडत जसे वताने तसे you get more and more things. So best thing in life, for me the happiest thing is when somebody questions me or when I question somebody. That is the time दोनों brains काम करता. Okay. And when you make
and
that,
the knowledge is multiplied.
Knowledge is multiplied. You get a satisfaction of finding an answer.
Right.
Simultaneously, your brain cell is working. It is active inside. This is the activity dita sago, that cell is now absolutely working. And what happens when we work with our muscles?
It builds up.
The muscle becomes stronger. So also the brain cell becomes stronger.
Right.
And if it becomes stronger, it will not degenerate faster. Otherwise, you leave the brain cell alone there. There's nothing to do. It starts degenerating faster.
Right. Okay. And now the next is stay mentally alert and active.
And mentally we have to.
Yeah, it sums up. Right. Now try to preserve your memory. This is one thing, like, preservation of memory is something we should all learn.
We should all learn this,
yeah,
okay? So
but
because if you allow it to go, it will degenerate. Slowly it will start degenerating. So
this can be very important even for the students, like preserving the memory.
For everything, right from the beginning to end.
Yeah,
okay?
because the memorization is very important in your student life. And of course, we are student for the whole life. But I would like to know, like, what exactly the exercises
memorization that you are using could also have a different meaning. Memorization, sometimes you repeat and then memorize. No.
Yes.
You memorize an incident by understanding the meaning of it.
So not ratta marna.
No. Suppose something happens in your life and somewhere you have come in friction with people. Some hot question burns out. That. Everyone tries to do something. Do you think for the rest of your life you don't forget that event at all?
Because it makes an impact.
Okay. Same thing. If you don't try to memorize it, if you don't try to keep it in your mind, if you don't tell you, okay, my mind is alert on this incident, that will disappear. The memory will disappear. Memory is also chappa sarkone. It has to be created. How is the memory created? This is the cell. Memory is a roll of chemicals. Huge number of chemicals come across and they set that memory on the brain cell. And the memory for that the brain cell has to be alive, it should not be degenerated, and that incidence has to be properly chappa bosung jai. Okay. Only then it never goes off. If we live our life keeping our impact on anything that goes on today, live it impactfully.
Right.
Whatever you have done now, you are doing an episode, you are questioning me with all your intelligence, okay? So that you get the maximum out of me. So remember this and try to just keep it in your mind. You don't have to repeat it. That memorization is much different than creating a memory inside your brain cells. And he habit ji astati memory tayar karpachi, it can keep on going. And it's an attitude. That's what where I said, keep yourself alert and active. So kide kartana, if you're 100% alert, like Zagattana, you're 100% alert. Suppose you're fighting with somebody.
You remember all the points.
You remember all the points. You don't forget, and you remember after you have talked also, you also remember the other person's points.
What he must have said.
And then you also remember the answers that you have created for. See the creativity that you have at that moment. If you realize within that span of 10-15 minutes, you have created a huge knowledge, and you have embraced that knowledge and remembered that knowledge forever. While if you are reading one topic from that book, 15 minutes visar le. Then you say I need to memorize. No. We need to create it by that. Now that fight happens because there is an impact. You are alert, you are active, you are impactful, you want to do something. But when we are reading something, when we are studying something, we are practically trying to keep our brain lazy and dull. And anything that is done in a lazy and dull brain cell is absolutely of no use. That brain cell will also start degenerating faster.
And then comes to again exercise daily. So, so now how to preserve the memory?
Yeah,
I think
you talked about memory, na? There are a few points I have how to preserve your memory, how to have a good memory. Okay, basically, first of all, you need your body exercise.
Yeah.
Minimum
So
we
keeping
say
the body active.
at least this 10,000 steps hami chalunga hai. Today you have even a step meter.
Yeah.
Walking
keeps
meter.
on reminding you.
And keeps on counting your steps.
Yes.
If you have not completed your 10,000 steps, please go ahead. So minimum titlo exercise. This is minimum, not maximum. Maximum as much as you can. And there are some drugs also we use for memory, for stimulating the brain cell. Type 2 insulin growth factor is another drug, of course, to be used only by expert doctors. Progesterone is utilized in some women. Massage and touch
therapy.
Okay, I tell you, the best thing that can happen to us is each one of us touching the others. Just a touch. You look at your child is having fever, you just come and put your hand on the child's head. You see what happens. 5 minutes the fever is gone. This is what your touch has a benefit to the person.
Right.
Okay, so this is exactly what you should do. A touch, a massage. We go in a parlor for a massage and we always feel good and come back.
Right.
And if that parlor person is properly trained, all that he does is gives you some massage, up and down, presses some points. At the end of it, look at the way you
as
feel.
they say, like what touch does to the body is what love does to the mind.
Absolutely.
So that holds true here.
Just through touch. Everywhere touch is tough. Even doctors, you said, na? दुसऱ्याचा हात लागलो आणि आपण बरो झालो. This is science. This is not just facts. And I remember one day I had to give a lecture on a human touch, touch and healing. Healing has to occur through the touch. So touch and massage is the best thing. Okay, you let your husband come tired home, his legs are paining. You massage his leg for 2 or 3 minutes. He has gone to sleep. You have experienced this.
Right.
Same thing you ask him to do whenever you have headache.
So this is a good news for all the men.
Absolutely, for everybody. You say apply balm on top of it. What do you do? It is not the balm which is going to go inside. Balm will be a counter irritant actually. The balm is more painful than the pain.
Right.
So it creates pain, but your touch neutralizes this pain, and you have forgotten your headache. And
so that's the power of touch.
That's a power of touch. That's a power of massage. I think we should use this.
Music therapy also.
We must use this as much as possible. Reading, writing, brain teasers. These are the things which will stimulate the brain. Learning every day. You every day before you go to sleep, learn something very small. Learn one new word. Bas enough.
Right.
And I would say once a month, learn one fact, and once a year, I would say learn one new profession. let's not sit with whatever we have done as a child. You retire and also you become a consultant in the same subject. Okay, you can always learn something new. Then your brain will stay much more alert. Music therapy, yes.
Yes. Music is it's for the senses and everything.
Absolutely, you have all sorts of musics.
Right.
Musics to sleep, music to stay awake, music to stay alert, music to eat well. Okay, we have music into everything, and music is one thing which can take you very
right.
at a very high level, because this is like one meditation which is made, someone else does it and you go into
right. The best stress buster, I would say.
It's
everything.
Obviously, the stress is a simple word that we use. It absolutely puts your brain, it makes your brain cell active.
Right.
Active by making it very relaxed, by making it it almost puts it to sleep. You are in a sleeping mode, but you are enjoying it. So what happens? You have only the good endorphins coming out at that moment. And if this sequence goes on for about half an hour, can you imagine what can happen to you? It's something which is different. And like plain meditation, I sit down and do a meditation. Music, a good music that I like, the good music that enters my brain cells and of course the body cells could be much effective than even the plain simple meditation.
Because our body itself is on rhythm. Absolutely. Every movement, every process in our body is in rhythm.
Is in synchrony.
Yes.
Okay. So now the body is in synchrony, and along with it, you are in synchrony with your universe, because these waves come from out, and your body is synchronized during that time. So you are throwing out the musical notes. You are throwing out a rhythm. You are throwing out waves, which will come to me, enter my brain, and then put my body into rhythm or into synchrony. See, brain and the body into synchrony, but this is simultaneously comes into synchrony with the environment, with the universe.
Yes, our entire universe, our globe, our earth, everything is in harmony
at
and
that
synchrony.
moment you are in harmony, you are in unison with.
Yes, and so that is how our music therapy works, and it is, of course, it preserves our memory too.
Absolutely.
I think with this note, we come to the end of our show, of this episode. परत आमकां मेळात फुडल्या शुक्रारा 9:30 वरांचेर ऑन प्रुडंट मिडिया. कीप वॉचिंग अलर्ट, एक्टिव अँड अलाइव at 100. टिल देन, गुड बाय, धन्यवाद, नमस्कार.